Good morning. Steve Sosnick here with today's Interactive Brokers Morning Market Morsel. Um, at this point, markets continue their advance that we've seen over the past few sessions, more or less all week, although it's much more muted. I think the retail sales numbers this morning are putting a damper on it, though the market was encouraged by the consumer sentiment numbers. We've seen the VIX sort of trend down to about a 12.5 level. We've seen the whole curve move down about a point and a half across the spectrum. So that means there's still the upward sloping VIX, so people still are worried that something might happen further out, but there's a bit more malaise or complacency, however you want to put it, across the volatility spectrum. One thing I'm keeping an eye out for that could present itself in a very subtle way is something I think I've mentioned previously, and that is that there's a tax loophole that closes on the 15th, tomorrow basically, and that is that companies had the opportunity to fund their pension plans and write them off against their 2017 taxes. That was meaningful because the tax rate in 2017 for most corporations was higher than it was in 2018. So companies had a real incentive to fund their pension plans prior to that expiration date. And I do think that was a source of money that we've seen, far from the only, but that's one of them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, how much money stops flowing into the markets, whether it was flowing into equities or bonds, we don't really know. But if you take away a flow of money, how does that affect the market going forward? But in the short term, the markets just seem to be enjoying their uptrend. People don't like to upset that apple cart. It seems to be a quiet September so far, unless, of course, you live in the Southeast, and my thoughts are with you. And we'll see where things go on next week. Take care. Bye.